Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking to you about sometimes you have to give up. You have to give up a lot for the Lord. And you'll be like, what do you mean you have to give up stuff for the Lord? Well, one, you have to give up sin. You have to give up sinning for the Lord. You might say, well, that's not a big deal. Well, guys, that is a big deal, especially for a lot of us out there. That's a really big deal. To give up sinning, that's hard, but we can do it, guys. Jesus walked on this earth and he didn't commit one sin. He's like, you might say, well, he's a child of God. He's this. So are you. So are we. You have to realize that. So are we. So there's no excuse, guys. There's no reason why. It says right here, it says, and this is one of the parables. It says, the kingdom of heaven is like a treasure hidden in a field. When a man found it, he hid it again. And then in his joy went and sold all he had and bought that field. He's saying that this guy, to go to heaven, he gave up everything. He sold everything he had. He gave up everything he had so he could live in there, so he could own heaven. Not own heaven, but so he could be in heaven. He could have heaven. He could have heaven, but he had to give up everything. There's going to be people in our life, guys, that they're going to mask themselves. The devil's going to mask them as our friends, but then they're going to come and you're going to notice that they're not your friends. You're going to have to give them up so you can go to heaven. You're going to have to give them up because they're bad for you, because iron sharpens iron. They're going to pull you down. They're going to be an anchor that sinks you to the ocean, but you can't let it happen. You have to cut it off. You have to cut it loose. You have to give it up, even though you think they're your best friend. Your best friend's not gonna pull you down. Your best friend's gonna lead you up. I'm gonna read some more. All right. It says, but while everyone was sleeping, his enemy came and sowed weeds among the wheat and went away. When the wheat was sprouted and formed heads, then the weeds also appeared. The owner's servant came to him and said, Sir, didn't you sow good seed in your field? Where did the weeds come from? An enemy did this, he replied. The servants asked him, Do you want us to go and pull them up? No, he answered, because while you're pulling the weeds, you may root up the wheat with them. Let both grow together until harvest, and at that time I will tell you, the harvesters, first collect the weeds and tie them in bundles and be burned, and then gather the wheat and bring them to the barn. What this means is, guys, sometimes evil is going to grow up. Like I said, evil is going to disguise itself. They're going to grow up with us. But at the end, on Judgment Day, you're going to be tucking away. You're going to be tucked to the barn. You're going to be tucked to heaven, and the evil is going to be discouraged. Evil is going to be gone. Guys, when you die, your fight for sin, your fight for this, your battle for that, your battle for them, person you don't like then, all the evil that's happened, everything, the whole battle, the whole fight you've been fighting your whole life is over. God takes it and gets rid of it. That way you can live in heaven peacefully. That way you can live in heaven and not have a battle. He gets rid of everything. And he can do it. All you have to do is allow him. Sometimes you have to give up. You have to give up and let the Lord accept. You have to let the Lord take over. You have to let the Lord move your life. You have to give up everything sometimes, guys. People in the Bible, they stopped what they were doing at that moment. They stopped their lives and they went and walked with Jesus. Now, could you do that? Could Jesus come up to you and you not argue? But they stopped everything. They didn't really know if he was the Son of God, but they stopped and they walked with them because they had faith. They had enough faith to do that. So they walked with Jesus, guys, because they left everything they had. Now, I'm not saying that they weren't blessed. They were definitely blessed when they went back, but they left everything in that moment to go walk with him. Could you do that? Could you give up everything? Well, guys, I'm telling you, you're going to have to one of these days. If it becomes right before you die, you're going to have to give up friends. You're going to have to give up this. You're going to have to give up sinning so you can make it to heaven. I hate to break it to you, but you are. And this is also a good one. This one says, this is how it will be in the end of the age. The angels will come and separate the wicked from the righteous and throw them into the fiery furnace, where they will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. So what does this mean? This means, like it always is, the angels on Judgment Day everybody will be separated from good and bad. This doesn't mean because I'm special, I'll be kind of and I'll get a go. No, this means that you're either bad or you're good. You can't be in between. You can't be a halfway there. You're either one or the other. You can't be on some days, guys, you have to dedicate your whole self. And I have problems with this, but everyone's got to do it. You can't sin one day and pray the other day. You have to do it. When you sin, you have to get on your knees and pray and say you're sorry, guys. You have to give up everything. You can't be in the middle. You're either good or you're bad. There is no exception for anyone. There's no exception from you. There's no exception for me. There's no exception for anyone. You're either good or you're bad. You're going to heaven or hell. There's only two destinations, guys. I hate to break it to you. There's only two destinations. That's the truth. Well, I'm special. My sin doesn't count. This doesn't count. No, guys, it does count. You'll be judged for every word you speak and everything you think. You'll be judged for. So just think of that. Every thought you have and everything you speak out of your mouth, you'll be judged for on Judgment Day. And you're either good or you're bad. You're no in between. You're either righteous or you're not. Now, you guys, you have the power to change it. You can give up. You're like, what? Give up? No, I don't mean give up. I mean, you can let yourself admit that you're wrong. And you can let God take over it. Just admit that you're wrong. Let Jesus take over and let you stop sinning. If you let him take the wheel, if you let him go in your life, I'm not going to say that's not going to be hard, but it's going to be a lot easier. But I'm telling you now, guys, once you let him take the wheel, the devil's going to try everything he can to attack you. He's going to try to make you sin. He's going to try to make you give up. That way he can win. That's not how it's supposed to be. The Lord wasn't... Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. I ripped into that. I didn't mean to do that. Oops. Anyways. Jesus knew we would mess up. That's why he came and died. But he didn't create us to mess up. He didn't create us that way we would just sin and go to hell. He created us so we could live for him. He created us that way we could learn to live. And we could learn to sin, not to sin. That we could learn to admit when we was wrong and ask for forgiveness so that one day we wouldn't sin. Jesus was a human being. Now, he was the Son of God, but so are you, guys. I just can't stress that enough. Jesus was the Son of God, but so are you. So we could do amazing things. Just you have to have faith and you have to not sin. Two hardest things that you'll ever do in your life is have faith. You have faith. If you have faith, you can do anything. You can move mountains. You can go anywhere. You can be successful. You can do anything. All you have to do is believe in yourself. All you have to do is have faith in yourself, and you can move mountains. And the second one is to give up and admit that you're wrong. No one wants to admit they're wrong. But you got to do it. And in order to give up, you're going to admit that you're wrong. You're going to have to say, I sinned, Lord. Please forgive me. I know I'm a failure, Lord. That's what you're going to have to do, guys. Two hardest things you're going to do is have faith even when things are bad. You're going to have faith when the storm is here. And you're going to have to praise him when the rainbow's there too. But the second one is you're going to have to give up, and you're going to have to admit that you're wrong. And no one wants to do that. But that's what you got to do. I'm just speaking the truth, guys. I'm just telling you I'm just telling you the truth. You have to admit that you're wrong. That way one day you will make it to heaven. You have to admit that I sinned. You have to admit that, oh, Lord, I'm sorry that I sinned, but I'm here now. That's what you have to do. You have to say, Lord, I messed up. I sinned. I was wrong. I wasn't supposed to do that. I knew I wasn't supposed to do that, but please forgive me. You have to do it, and you have to have faith. You can do anything. If you have faith, you can move mountains. If you have faith, you can walk on water. If you have faith, you can do all these things. But you don't. But we don't. And that's everything. Two hardest things you're going to have to do. So remember that. When you go to bed, remember that one day you'll be judged for everything. And remember that one day, everything you speak, you'll be judged for. And the two hardest things in your life, you'll do them. You have to do them. And that's what I have for you guys today. I'm telling you now, those are the hardest things you'll ever do, but they'll be the best things you'll ever do in your life. If you can get over yourself and admit that you're wrong, get out of your own way, if you could have faith in, you'll be able to do anything.